Should we go for the big conspiracy?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
China realizing that Trump is going to dismantle their efforts to, seize our production and things like that.
Yeah.
Has gone all out and are exploiting racial tensions as a key weakness.
Yeah, I see it.
In a multicultural democratic system.
This is one thing about this. There's a video of me going viral. It's still going viral. It's still being passed around. Liberal, says he's going to vote for Trump. In that video, I talk about how Democrats are in bed with China, and you were like, yeah, they made their bet. They made their bets. Trump was not supposed to win. Right. Hillary was supposed to win. They probably lost all this money. So that conversation you and I had was in that video. And at the end of the video, I'm like, I'm voting Trump. Like I'm saying it. I don't mind. But it got deleted.
Facebook
so
deleted
fast
and several times.
It is being pushed down. They don't want people to think that at all.
It was probably the China bit, not the Trump bit.
That's what I'm alluding to right now.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Trump. It has everything to do with the fact that China doesn't want anyone thinking about us. Do you see what's going on with the TikTok stuff?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so for those who don't know, TikTok steals your information.
Yep.
That's
simply put, they steal your information.
All of it.
They find it's more than just what's on your clipboard. That was BS. You accept TikTok, they have access.
Oh yeah.
And that's a Chinese company. And we're trying to ban it. Amazon just banned all of their employees that have access to the Amazon server.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Apparently, a story came out saying that was a mistake.
Oh, what? That he didn't say that they
weren't supposed to ban it.
They weren't supposed to do it. Well,
they
did.
I wonder if they did, and then something happened, and they were like, "We're sorry, China."
Yeah, because
China said we're going to ban Amazon.
Yeah, because China makes who knows how many of the products that Amazon slangs to everybody.
Did you see the Josh Hawley thing?
What? No, what was this?
When he asked the NBA to make he said, if you're going to do, political jerseys, why don't you do a back the blue, support the troops or free Hong Kong?
Yeah.
And the guy responded with FU.
Wow.
Or yeah, it was FU, right?
Yep.
So now,
and then he tweeted out and he was like, don't criticize China.
Yeah. Now we're seeing these TikTok things popping up where everyone's like, we love China. Mm-hmm. China's amazing. Praise China.
Like as a joke?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure. Dude. I have no idea. This world is crazy right now. The world we're living in.
There's a journalist who covers this kind of youth internet culture stuff. Her name is Taylor Lorenz.
Okay.
And she's been subjected to a big controversy.
For the record, everybody, Lydia just did some air quotes.
Oh, that's because Tim's going to talk about it because she covers the topic that I think is not very valuable. But I'll let Tim explain it.
Whoa.
Listen.
He said journalist, and you were like,
it's because
just saying.
She
No,
covers
please,
something
Tim,
I
go
don't
ahead.
think is very valuable. So
I happen to like Taylor Lorenz. I think she's all right.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people are mad at her, and I think her beat is reality. It's and I mean this with all respect. It's like a reality TV. It's like, dude, we used to put 16-year-old kids on MTV and film them doing every bit. Ryan Sheckler had his show when he was a kid. So I think there's certain things to criticize her over, for sure.
So I don't even know who. Go ahead.
She's a journalist for the New York Times.
All right,
and
go for it.
One of the things that sparked a controversy was that she was communicating with Kellyanne Conway's daughter.
Okay.
And it was like a family drama. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people were like, political actors' children are off limits. And her argument was Kellyanne Conway's daughter was already putting this stuff out.
Right.
I'm not a fan of that. I agree. Like, there's probably a line. You shouldn't be messaging the kids. But when as it pertains to TikTok, she's been covering this. And so the next bit of controversy is her perspective on this story about TikTok is these kids are all really freaking out. They're going to lose their careers, their followings. And what does that mean for them?
It's their connection to dopamine, actually.
Exactly. That's what I tweeted.
Oh,
I
really?
said China got our children addicted to digital crack, and now we got to cut them off.
That's nailed it, dude.
That's
exactly what I would have said.
But Twitter is the same thing. Twitter
Absolutely.
and Instagram and Facebook is just and the U.S. is like, yo, well, we're the dealers, man. We're not going to let you interfere on what we got going on because we control everything. WhatsApp is huge around the world. America.
Well, everybody wants to be cherished. Everybody wants to feel valuable. It's in our nature we're humans. We come together, as a community. That's how we've gotten this far. That's how we've taken over the planet. So now, we're deconstructing the family home. So where are people getting that connection? You're taught like, oh, it's so bad to live at your parents' home. You don't live on your own anymore. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't care. I mean, I live on my own. I've lived on my own since I was 17. And it's like, I don't see anything wrong with it because it's community. Now they're finding it online. Now it's now online, when you take that away from them, that is their community. That's where they get that feeling, that they're not getting in real life. And we got to bring that back. That is very important.
I'm gonna be very careful on how I describe this, but let me just tell you how easy it is for some of these companies to trick kids into getting on their platform. You create a social media app. You buy a handful of Facebook ads and Instagram ads promoting the app, showing young people dancing and having a good time. When a young person signs up, you then give them fake followers slowly over time, so they get the dopamine trigger. Wow, when I do a post, I get a bunch of likes. This works. Once they do, they start bragging about how many followers they have, and their friends want to get involved. So you plant the seeds using bots to trick them. So here's what happens with Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. They've actually talked about getting rid of Instagram likes, because it's giving people a dopamine, rush. You post a photo, 10,000 likes, and you're like, yes. The next day you want 11,000. You want more points. So they're like, maybe we'll get rid of it. Twitter talked about getting rid of follower count, retweet count, like count. Instagram has. The reason they haven't is because that's the only reason they exist.
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, they would not exist if there was no metrics on them.
That's true.
Because you'd post.
I agree.
And the only thing you'd see are replies. And you might get some replies. It might be fine. So you might be willing to engage. People are all about the follower count, the subscription account, how many views did I get this time? So what happens is some apps, I'm being vague on purpose to avoid lawsuits, artificially exploit this. It's just that simple. You get a 17-year-old kid, and he thinks he's talking to his fans, and it's one guy in China pressing buttons, going like, there he goes. Now he believes, there's 50 more likes. He thinks it's working.
Just go ahead, finish
They're addicted, and when you go to take it away, they go, but I have so many followers. Here's the funny thing about the Taylor Lorenz story, is why I brought it up. Some people were saying, I have got all of my followers on TikTok. It doesn't translate. I've got X followers on TikTok, but barely any actually follow me on Twitter or Instagram. It's because they're not real followers.
Yeah.
So the reason I brought this up, we were talking about the deep web China conspiracy, right? So now I'm seeing these weird TikTok videos of like how awesome China is. And who has TikTok accounts? Young kids. Who's the most susceptible to being converted to whatever ideology you shove down their throat when they have your attention, when they're getting their dopamine from them instead of their parents? It used to be like your parents would be like, we're proud of you, and it'd be like, wow, I mean someone. That's all I need. I don't need the internet. I don't need TV. I don't need anything to know that I'm important. Period. Done. Because my parents showed me that. And it's like, that's gone. And that is so essential. Now they're getting it from China. So from fake bots. I mean, sure, it's a conspiracy, but everything I just said still remains true.
This is what I think the Trump side is missing. A strong propaganda wing.
Yep.
You technically have it with the meme smiths and the jokes.
Yeah.
But these are above board, on the level engagements.
But those are people that are not being paid. They're doing it because they love it.
Right. So when it comes to, say, Carpe Donktum, who is the master meme smith of choice for the president, and he puts these, I loved that the lights went out at the debate. Remember that one?
No.
And then all of a sudden smoke fills the room, and then Trump walks out of the smoke and it's playing Crazy Train or something. It's just so good. But it is meant to be fun, funny, and a joke.
Right.
It doesn't tell you anything about the president's positions. It's meant to make you have a good time. That helps Trump. But what the left has is, first of all these big tech companies will ban conservative opinions. Like Reddit right now is the most insane echo chamber of establishment leftism.
Yeah.
But if Trump tried to buy an ad, banned. They Facebook has, flag or Twitter has flagged Trump. So if Trump even wanted to create, propaganda wing, they wouldn't let him do it.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
establishment is completely opposed to him. And so what Trump has is, for one, he has his base. It's not particularly, it's relatively large. I think they say it's like 35% of the country. Then he has the center-right, Trump is better than the alternative. So the Trump base, these are the people who will vote for Trump no matter what he does. Then you have the more moderate conservatives who are like, I wish Trump could be better, but he's certainly better than, Biden.
Yeah.
And then you have a bit of the moderates who are like, I guess I have to vote Trump and the Republicans because of what's happening. What he doesn't get is he can't grow the zealous fanaticism because the machine is against him.
Okay.
So, and they're using that propagandistic machine to create the anti-Trump vote, which is really interesting now. Joe Biden doesn't do anything. You know why?
Because
nobody's voting for him.
Yeah, people are voting against Trump.
Exactly.
Not for Biden.
So Facebook announced they're going to they may ban political ads.
Which, I mean...
That is a move against Trump, period. You know why?
Yeah, Project Veritas did that whole expose about how they ban any Trump supporter, period, no matter what. They're like, I see a Trump supporter, ban.
Well, so think about it this way. If people are voting for or against Trump,
okay,
and they ban political ads,
I think that would help.
Only hurts Trump.
No, I think the opposite, because Trump ads are already being pushed down and, gotten rid of. Like we saw the Project Veritas.
But at least they reach some people.
Okay, well then all the Biden ads wouldn't reach anyone.
There are none.
Oh, there's none.
I mean, there are Biden ads, but no one is voting for Biden.
Right, okay.
So if Trump needs to counter the propaganda with his message, and they say we're banning all ads, and then the media continues to spam anti-Trump propaganda, people are going to vote for or against Trump. That's it. That's what the polls say. That's why they don't care about Biden. He is a nothing candidate because it's either for or against Trump.
Yeah, that's true.
So if Trump can't post ads, they don't need Biden to post ads. They just need the media to do its thing. And there you go. Everything will be Trump bad.
Yeah.
That's the move. That's I think Twitter banned political ads, right? Is it they did?
I believe so.
There you go.
In the early things.
Just to hurt Trump because nobody cares about Joe Biden.
But
Hopefully.
they care about and don't like Hillary. So when they make that switch, that's going to be
when they do. Okay, so listen. I think it's hilarious it's come to this point. But if the Republicans don't take everything, and that's a big ask.
I know.
And 230 reform doesn't happen, welcome to the resistance. You will be, as far as anyone's concerned, in the gross minority in terms of culture. Your ideas will be oppressed, shut down, and you'll be told to sit down and shut up because the machine is against you. This is your last hope. If the Democrats get in, even one branch, House, Senate, or presidency, 230 reform can't happen.
That's true.
And like I said, it's not just 230 reform. They've got to go one step beyond and actually file suits and defend it and challenge it. And that will only work. Not only that, I mean, let's be real. The Supreme Court just gave half the jurisdiction of Oklahoma back to the Native Americans, which I'm sure, a lot of people are happy with, but is very detrimental precedent to the rest of the United States.
A lot of people are hitting me up about that, and I haven't looked fully into it, but from what I'm hearing from many different people, it's all about just the specifics of it. Land ownership doesn't change.
Right.
It's just the specifics of Native Americans that live in that area that have been arrested for crimes.
So it's a narrow ruling.
Right.
Meaning they've asserted several positions and then said, this is about federal crimes committed on this land.
Right.
The state will not have jurisdiction over Native Americans. But within their opinion, they said this is a reservation, which means precedent has been set to open the door for a wave of more lawsuits.
Right.
So that's why I say you're going to get two narratives on this one. There's a lot of people who are like, no, don't worry about it. But the problem with that is I don't trust it because there are quite literally people in Seattle, for instance, in the government saying they want to tear down the system. Ilhan Omar saying tear down the system.
It's crazy.
So when the Supreme Court does this, I say, I'm not going to err on the side of it's no big deal. I'm going to err on the side of, whoa, we should have, Oklahoma needs to have jurisdiction over their state, man.
I agree.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify, and we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.